guys, so welcome back to another episode of Jake's Gaming Corner, and I got a new mic, so let me know how that sounds. If you could just let me know if it sounds better, sounds worse. I'm hoping it definitely does not sound any worse, because before I was just relying on the mic off of my camera, but now I have a dedicated mic with mic stand, so if you could please let me know any feedback on how that's sounding down in the comments. Please leave a like. And if you have not, go ahead and hit subscribe over there in the corner, or there in that corner. I think it's over there in that corner. Not sure yet. I will get that down eventually, I promise. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this episode. I just want to go ahead and, as you can tell based on the title of this video, talk about some of the upcoming games for this year that I'm really looking forward to. And I don't know, I'm probably not going to buy that many of the games that are coming out in 2020, just because, you know, not everybody can really afford to buy every brand new game. I have a hard time buying the new games that I have bought when they've come out, sometimes myself. So there are a few games though that I am definitely looking forward to trying to pick up is the best I can. Like, as long as I don't have any issues, I am definitely going to be picking these games up on the day they come out. So we're going to go ahead and go through the list, and we'll run them through the days that they come out, and we'll try to keep them in order. So the first game I'm really looking forward to is the first game coming out, and it comes out on March 20th of 2020, obviously, and that is going to be Doom Eternal: Raise Hell. And I am very, very, very excited about this game. I absolutely fell in love with Doom 2016. I played Doom, the older Doom games. I had Doom on my GBA, and I had Doom on my 64, but when I saw the trailer for Doom 2016 back before it came out, I was blown away, because the closest thing that they had come out to before that was Doom 3, and if you've played Doom 3, then you know as well as I do that it was alright. It was not really a Doom game. It was a lot slower, more story-driven, and yeah, Doom 2016 does have a pretty dang decent story, I would guess. Like, for a Doom game, it's not the greatest story in all of gaming, but it is a pretty compelling story for a Doom game. But Doom 3, well, I don't know exactly when that came out, but that was a lot more story-driven. The gameplay was slowed down compared to Doom 2016, or even the older Doom games. Like, that was all about run and gunning. It took you a little bit before you got into the run and gunning in Doom 3. So I love Doom 2016. I still play Doom 2016 to this day. It's probably one of my more played games that I have, that I go back to more than any other game right now, because I am so comfortable with it. It's a great game to just go back, and it has great replay value. So Doom Eternal, Raise Hell, like I said, comes out on March 20th, and I am definitely, that is going to be one. There's two games on this list that I am for sure picking up on release day, and Doom Eternal is definitely one of those. So be sure to look out for my review of Doom Eternal when it comes out. I will try to shoot an unboxing of that as well. I mean, not an unboxing, but, you know, I'm going to be opening the package, showing you guys what comes in the disc, or what comes in the packaging. It's most likely just going to be a disc, maybe a tiny little paper manual. It's probably not even going to be a manual at all, because they haven't been doing that the last few years. They've been doing all their manuals, e-manuals. You'll get them on the game itself. You just go into the options or the features, and that's how you usually get your manuals nowadays. So it'll probably just be a little piece of paper, kind of like Horizon Zero Dawn right here. It comes with literally just one single little piece of paper, so it'll probably be something similar to that, if anything. Like, I have Doom right here. I don't think, yeah, Doom did actually come with a small one-page booklet that just tells you all of your controls, essentially. That's it. Well, that's what it came with, and then their season pass flyer and a multiplayer flyer. So it'll probably be something very similar to that comes in the Doom Eternal case, but I'll still go ahead and try to shoot a video of me opening it for the first time. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game that I'm really, really looking forward to. And it is going to be the game that I buy. That'll be the only other game that I know for sure that I will be buying on release day. And I'm kind of skipping past another game that comes out in between Doom and this game, but we'll jump back and hit that one here in a minute because I'm really excited to talk about this one, and it is The Last of Us Part 2. And if you've played The Last of Us, you know it is an amazing game. Unlike Doom, it has an amazing story for any game. Like, you can, if you're not even, I know people that aren't really that into campaign-based games or story-driven games that absolutely fell in love with The Last of Us just because it pulls you in and gets you attached to the characters like like no other game really. Like, there are games that have done something very similar to that, but when it comes down to it, The Last of Us did something special. And I mean, the sequel already looks amazing just based on the few trailers that they have released for it. So The Last of Us Part 2 comes out May 29th, and that is another game that I will definitely be picking up on release day. Like, I cannot wait to have a Ellie-based Last of Us. Like, yeah, you got to play as Ellie in parts of the Last of Us. You got to play as Ellie, but the main part of the game was you playing as Joel. So Ellie was definitely my favorite character, and she's most people's favorite character in The Last of Us. So those parts that I got to play as Ellie were my favorite by far in The Last of Us. So I honestly cannot wait to have a full full game where you play as Ellie, because it's going to be amazing. So Last of Us Part 2 comes out May 29th, and that is going to be the only other game that I am going to be picking up for sure on release day. The other two I may pick up, but it just really depends on the money situation at the time, what I'm playing through at the time, if I can hold off on it and wait till it gets a little bit cheaper, or wait until I complete another game, or if I'm in the middle of another game during it coming out and I'm really into that game, I'm probably not going to pick these other two games up on release day. Unless, like I said, money's good, I'm not playing anything else, and I just really want to pick them up. So those two games are, we're going to go ahead and jump back into the one that releases between Doom Eternal and The Last of Us Part 2, and that is Resident Evil 3, the remake, and that drops on April 3rd. And I've only played a handful of the Resident Evil games. I don't even want to say handful, because I haven't even played a handful of Resident Evil games. Like, I own Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 5, Raccoon City. I haven't played completely through any of them. I've played little parts of all of them, maybe a couple hours into each. I don't know, I know people say that these are where the game started falling off, was Resident Evil 5, and I have 5 and 6. And Operation Raccoon City I've heard is decent, and what I've played of it is pretty good. I don't know, I need to get more into them. I want to get more into the Resident Evil series, just based on everything that I do know about it from other YouTubers that I've watched talking about the series and stuff. It looks like an amazing series, but I just haven't really put in the time to get into it yet. So I do want to pick up the Resident Evil remake and Resident Evil 2 remake as well. I would like to ideally pick both of those up and play them before I pick up Resident Evil 3. So that's probably why I will not be picking Resident Evil 3 up on release day, because I've still got 2 other Resident Evil remakes to pick up and play all the way through before I pick that one up. So I want to get into I want to really get into the series, but I want to do it in the right way. And I know the right way would be going back and playing from the PS1 games and PS2, all PS3, all the way until the remakes. But I don't know. I'm a big fan of how remakes are done. Like, I played the original Link's Awakening. I never made it through the entire game. I was young. I didn't have the focus that I do now to make it through a video game, so I never completed the original Link's Awakening. But when the remake came out, I absolutely fell in love with it. It got me back into it. It made me go back to the original. After I completed the remake, it made me want to go back to the original and complete it, which I did. So I'm hoping it'll be something similar with that. So I want to pick up and get into the remakes of the Resident Evil series before I get into the old stuff, because I feel like it'll make me want to go back to the older games more than I want to go and play the older games now. So Resident Evil 3 comes out April 3rd, and the last game on my series, not on my series, the last game on my list that I want to talk about is Ghost of Tsushima, and that drops summer of 2020. And we have not been given a definitive release date for that yet. I'm really excited about this game. The only reason I do not think I will be picking this game up on release day is because I am still currently trying to get through Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. And I know, I know Ghost of Tsushima is not a Sekiro game, but it's a Sekiro-esque game, which is a Dark Souls-esque game, which, I mean, if you played them, you know, it's an amazingly made game, but it is incredibly tough. And I'm having a really hard time making it through Sekiro, so I don't want to throw myself into another Sekiro-esque game before I complete Sekiro, because then I'll never complete Sekiro. So I probably will not pick up Ghost of Tsushima until after I do complete Sekiro. Sorry about that, camera ended. But I mix things up in my head, like if I'm playing through a game that is like Sekiro. So if I'm playing through like a samurai-based game, and then I try to start looking into or getting into another samurai-based game like that, then I'll get confused with like the storylines, and then I'll think I'm doing something in Sekiro that I should actually be doing or looking into in another game. So that's probably why I will not pick up Ghost of Tsushima until after I complete Sekiro. So, but it is another game that looks amazing. I cannot wait for it to release, and I will eventually be picking it up for sure. Just probably not on release day. So, I think that's actually that. Yeah, I'm looking at my list. That's actually all I had written down for my list. I know it's not a long list, but those are the games that I am very, very passionate about buying. I guess I wasn't sure what the word I was looking for. I shouldn't have said passionate, but I am very excited about those games coming out. Definitely will be picking up Doom Eternal and The Last of Us Part 2 on release day, so definitely be looking forward to that for videos going over that. I'm going to be doing Let's Plays of both of those. I'll probably be doing a review of both of those, and most likely be doing an unpackaging of both of those. So, look forward to that, like I said, and I'm drawing a blank on anything else I could add into the video. So, until next time, guys, thanks for visiting Jake's Gaming Corner, and definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys think of my new microphone, if it's helping it out, if I should go back to just the camera microphone, if this doesn't sound that great, if I'm yelling, like if the microphone's too close to me. Just any feedback will help me out, because it'll help me to make better videos for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, thanks for visiting Jake's Gaming Corner, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.